It isn't just the lyrics, it's the beat.
An hour of 60s underground music from around the world. Retrospect 60s Garage Punk Radio. Great 60s Garage Punk, freakbeat and psychedelia. Podcast via all good podcasting providers and facebook.com/Retrospect Garage Punk Radio.
Yet much of this material has been described as an illustrated, detailed course in perversion.
Garage rock fans, thank you for joining me once again. I'm Phil Gray. This is Retrospect 60s Garage Punk radio show and podcast, and we're up to episode 594. This episode got underway with a band called International Brick out of Seattle. The A-side of a 1968 45 on Camelot Records called You Should Be So High, written by a Jay Ussery. Now, Jay Ussery is John Ussery, who in the years following his involvement with International Brick was in a band called Locomotive, also had a solo career, and in the 70s he was a guitar player for a bunch of people, including Eric Burdon and the Animals, Delaney and Bonnie, and John Lee Hooker. John Ussery, who passed away July this year. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Retrospect Garage Punk Radio. Well, there's a connection between the first two tracks, tenuous though. We started the show with International Brick and that track written by John Ussery, who played for Delaney and Bonnie. This second track is from a band that contained none other than Delaney Bramlett. From Delaney and Bonnie, the band is called the Shindogs. They were the house band for the ABC TV show Shindig. This one is a 45 released on Warner Brothers in 1965. The Shindogs, Someday, Someday.
Someday, someday, I hope and pray you'll come back to me and bring your love my way.
And this record, let's take a look. It is so stupid.
Retrospect.
this is Steve from the States, and you're listening to the gold standard for proto-punk and garage rock, Phil Gray's Retrospect.
What is this?
We've come to take thee.
Though I cannot live without the only thing I've got. Although your love is not sincere, without you I would rot. You've heard my plea, but still you leave. I'm one more on your shelf. It hurts inside, thanks for the ride. I think I'll kill myself.
I feel that the rottenest music that's ever come out of the pit of hell is rock and roll.
Retrospect, 60s garage punk, garage rock, and psychedelia. Connect with Retrospect. Retrospect Garage Punk Radio on Facebook and Retrospect 60s Garage Punk on Instagram. And for back episodes, find Retrospect 60s Garage Punk Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and lots more great podcasting platforms.
It's a tragedy, a horrible tragedy. Worst in our country's history, a horror show.